All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for tuning in once again, back with another video as usual. So we are going to talk about not really a product. Well, I guess they are products, but we are going to talk about the functionality of both of these canes and the difference. And I'm just going to give you guys my consideration or my tip on what I think is a better cane for certain situations. So here we go. Now, at first I bought this single point cane, which is this one, and this is a multiple point cane. So if you didn't know, now you know. But anyways, so the single point cane is cool for maybe in the house and maybe for somebody who can actually walk or has better functionality maybe than me, or just better functionality, period. Me personally, I bought the single point first and it was okay. And then I started to notice that my body was a little bit too kind of wonky or wobbly for the single point because my right side, doesn't work as great. So when I walk, sometimes when I swing my leg, it kind of throws me out of whack. So if you're somebody who has a lot of weakness on maybe one side, or your legs you can't really control like me, then the single point, you want to avoid single point canes, because I literally have spun around and like fell because I was using a single point cane and I couldn't control, my leg once it left the ground, and it just really, really makes it difficult for you to walk. So avoid single points if you don't have much control over your legs like me, or just in general. Now the multi-point cane is way, way better. Now the multi-point, I freaking love the multi-point because it lets you walk, straight. It lets you walk, kind of at an angle. It lets you really control the motion of where you're pointing the cane and where your body actually naturally leans. So if you're like me, once again, if you're like me, and sometimes your body gets kind of out of control, the multi-point, adjusts for that. I don't know if it's a purpose thing or if it's just accidental or what it is, but it actually adjusts just because I'm able to point the cane in the direction I want to, land or stop. It doesn't just swing me out of control. I have 3 points, which is why it's the trifecta or the multiple. But when I start swinging, all I have to do is put more pressure on the handle of the cane, and it stops me from getting out of control. So I have not failed yet with the multiple point cane. Now the single point, I fell a few times and it's just not good, and I really don't use it much anymore. But the multiple point cane I use every single day. The only thing I wish it didn't have was the breakdown as far as being pulled apart. It has it has 3, maybe 4 parts to it. Now that part I don't like. So if you do get a multiple point cane in the future, make sure it's just a cane that's all one piece. Don't get the multiple breakdowns. Now, the reasons why you don't want to get the canes that get pulled apart, at least in my opinion, or just for me, is that a lot of times I will step on the base of the cane, and sometimes I've actually done this, is where I'll step, maybe down something, and I accidentally step on the cane and not realize it until I've pulled the cane apart and tried to go to, move it or walk, and then fall. So I haven't exactly failed, but I have stumbled a lot and like had to grab something quick. So that's the only, bad part about having the canes that get pulled apart, or that break down, is get a cane that's solid, maybe some wood. Also, the handles. Make sure you get a handle with grip, because the single point cane does not have a grip on it, and my hand tends to sweat, and I think just in general, I have sweaty hands, and that like really smooth, nice, bald kind of cane just gets wet, and I just slip all over the place, so it's not good. So always make sure the handle has a grip on it, or if you wear a glove or something, but just get a grip handle, and make sure it's a solid cane, because you will pull this cane apart, because you will step on it, or it will get caught under doors. This has actually happened to me. I've like walked out of doors and the door swings back so fast, and I'm slow on a cane, so the door goes over the cane and you don't realize it because I'm not looking down. So you will pull the cane apart, and you do not want to be in public and you get stuck under a door, pull the cane apart, and fall. So solid canes, grips, multiple points are the best canes in my opinion to get. Get both of them. I mean, their canes are so cheap, you can actually get, multiple ones and try them out. I even have a walking stick. I should have included it in the video, but I even have like a tall walking stick. Don't really use it because it's not really beneficial for me to use it, but it looks cool. And maybe in the future, when I take a lot of walks around the neighborhood, it's good just to have as some kind of, base or guidance or something. So that's all I got for you guys. Just a little cool tip about canes and what to look for and the differences and things I didn't know before. So just wanted to share that with you guys, share that with anybody who's interested in canes or anybody who has to get a cane in the future. So go support the Handicap Chronicles, the new podcast I have, and go support the channel. Go to Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff, and watch more videos. Hope you guys enjoy the content. And that's all I got for you guys today. Stay COVID free, stay pain free. Have a good day. Later.